Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and we're a day away from the new ban list. So I'm doing this on Sunday, so we should probably be seeing some shakeup in Standard. Pretty much all the SCG events on the weekend are 4-color Omnath and Uro decks. So just going to be spending some time today on Historic. I'm top 14 within the top 1400 right now. I want to just try to make that push for top 1200 Mythic. So I know this deck's been in Standard. It happens to be equally as good in Historic. This is 4-color Omnath Ramp. Really what we get in the Historic version is slightly better mana, as well as Explore as a 2-mana effect. I'm not playing Growth Spiral. There's enough kind of ways to get lands into play. Still playing the Cobra version. It's a little bit more explosive. Makes us a little weaker as like a top deck later in the game, where Growth Spiral tends to be a little bit better. But a lot of the lines are fairly similar. You have basically Ramp on 2 into ideally Omnath on 3. Also playing the Felidar Retreat. We have the Escape to the Wilds, Genesis Ultimatum top end with some copies of Golos, and then Kenrith. Felidar Retreat can make tokens. If you make a bunch of tokens, give it haste and pump the team. Then Cultivate and then Uro to kind of piece it together with Ugin as well. So that's pretty much the main board. The sideboard, I've been going back and forth. I'm 6-0 with this list so far. I went from like the percentages up to the numbers in Mythic. So I got some Magma Sprays and Redcap for kind of your more aggressive matchups, as well as some Deafening Clarions I'm trying out. It really, Clarion only hits our Cobra, and the Felidar Retreat tokens are pretty much throwaways. Some cages, although it shuts off our Uro and Genesis Ultimatum against decks like Goblins. It's a way we could kind of combat it on that angle. I'm still uncertain with this. We might just want more copies of like Aether Gust or Scavenging Ooze, but we'll see with this one here. Wilt is something I want to try out. You're getting a lot more Vortex, the Volcanic Vortex or whatever, the deal 1 and then life shuts off life gain. So trying these out, good against like Cat Oven as well, Citadel. Some Elder Gargaros against aggressive decks as just a big body. And then one Hydroid Krasis. Krasis is going to be more for like your control matchups, the grindier matchups, so you can get the card draw off it. So let's pop in. We'll be covering Standard content as soon as we know what the bans are. Hopefully most of this deck gets banned in Standard, and then we can play some hopeful like variations of mid-range again. But this is the one I've been enjoying. I kind of want to see some shake-up in Historic too, to be honest. Uro can go away. The deck I enjoyed the most was Blue-White Auras. It's just hasn't been that good since a lot of decks playing Extinction Event. So playing 89% Pala ready. Play first. His hand is pretty slow. If we had a third land in triple Omnath's pretty bad. Jeez. We play like 30 lands. Got the last hand back? If it was a green source, I'd probably keep as well. Are you kidding me? What are these hands? Straight up a joke. I have 29 lands in the deck. 30 lands. Half my deck is lands. So we can shuffle with Fabled Passage, thankfully. This is kind of nonsense. So Spikefield Clave. This is mono red. I think we want the card draw here more so. The nice thing is most of our deck cycles itself, so if we could draw Omnath or something, it's pretty good. Okay, they're missing on lands. So I'm going to hold off on this fetch line for the time being. Blue, blue, red, red. So let's get a... I have white. Let's get red and blue. So really now we just want like one of our payoff cards. Golos would be good. I almost wonder if it made sense for us to block here. They would have probably shocked it anyways. Okay, Explorer's not bad. Okay, escape for next turn is going to be nice. We are at 13, but if we could find an Omnath, they're going to hit us for 3 this turn. Okay, so play the land. Fetch here, get a forest, play Uro, play the Fabled Passage, play the Fabled Passage. Next turn I can make some tokens. Can also escape Uro back next turn. This is on a mull to 5. I could also make tokens with the retreat. So let's do this. Do this. This puts us back up to 13. Just make tokens here. Next turn I gain a bunch of life off Omnath. Face here. Don't think they can quite burn us out here. And then I can use Omnath to gain life on both turns. So here, let's do this. Let's play Escape to the Wilds. Play second Omnath for the turn, just get our life total out of range. Okay, so we got Golos as well. So I can do Lotus Cobra here, play out the land, make a green mana, crack this. Doesn't matter here. Cast Golos. Do I have a black source? Actually, let's get the Fabled Passage for next turn. Can't do anything else here, so let's go to attacks. Alright, here's my 10-10 Euro. Your go, opponent. Mull to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 lions in play. What do you want to do? Point of damage to opponent. You got me. I get to spin Golos now. But opponent, I wanted to, alright, so sprays, Redcap, bring in all this, cut some of the top end here. So, don't think we need this on the play. I usually get rid of Lotus Cobra in the burn matchup. They have too many ways to kill it pretty easily. Can also get rid of a Golos. Kenrith could gain life, so I probably want it over Golos. Maybe we split like this. Alright, let's run that. Sounds a Maul. Okay, sounds better. Put away the ultimatum. I'd like an untapped land ideally within perfect. That lets me explore. I can get out the stuff quicker. Opponent's got a faster start this game. So the question is, do we shock ourselves on 3 to play Omnath? Probably. Takes us to 10. Untapped land. So we got Explore. Taking quite a bit. No, I can't cast it anyways because of my mana. Actually think we might use the Shatterskull Summit. I can do it for 3 so I can kill their board, which might be advantageous. Have another burn spell. Oh, we're just dead. Because I can shut off my life gain here. Yeah. Ran us down. On the play is a little tougher. So So maybe we want the Cobras. Or play a Wilt. I don't even think we want Wilt. Just play a couple Cobras. Get rid of the Genesis Ultimatum. What we need to do is stop mulliganing. Maybe that first hand was okay. Just having the two Redcap Melees. This hand is gas. So doing this because that lets me Omnath next turn if they don't have a burn spell. Sick. Deal. Alternatively, I could just Redcap it this turn. And then I can play out Omnath the following. I think we just get Omnath going. Don't have a way to put multiple lands into play. Kind of think I take them off this. Because it takes them off wizards. I'm not really abusing anything mana-wise. That turns off Spectacle as well. With me missing land drops... or missing actual action. I think we just do this. I can cycle this on end step. And then I have Magma Spray if they play out something. Jeez. Can we just stop drawing nothing but lands? Fabled Passage doesn't do too much right now for us. I guess it does let me make the mana to cycle. So I can do that. Let me see if they block here. We just try to race them. So I have white. Let's get another green source. That's actually really good because I can take him off the Ferocidon. Wanted to wait to see if they played a creature. So they'll play their land. They could shut off the life gain. So can kill one more of their creatures. I'm doing this just because they do have a bunch of wizards matters cards. Plus just keeping them off creatures makes it harder for them to block later. Like, we got a lot of live draws in our deck. Like, Scavenging Ooze would be great right now. They're kind of priced into, like, even with Alchemist as a blocker. They can play Lava Runner. But this, at this point, like, this is a card that you have to break parity with. Okay, well, they use 6 damage there. Come on. Well, that would have been good had they'd not drawn into Cage. It's fine, this draws us a card. One, two, three, 4, 5. Kenny. Give him haste. They have to block here. They take 2 with the trample, 1 on their upkeep. And then Kenrith can just draw us a bunch of cards. Sick. Q. Technically top 1200. So mono red on the play, a little bit of problem. Let's get our pack for the day. I think I may want another Felidar Retreat in the 75. Keep getting these jank mythics. I think the removal package is fine. Hydroid Krasis. I could see it being good against like Sultai, where we'd play it. Let's run one more. Increasingly as well, I think I might want Growth Spiral over the Lotus Cobra. Okay, Thoughtseize. Have your pick. All my cards replace themselves. Take Cobra? Cool. So I'll probably fetch here, get a red source. So this is our first matchup against Sultai, which can be interesting. I don't really play counter spells in my version. Try to just go over the top. Cool. Come on, one more land. One more land. Perfect. Omnath or Golos next turn, go get a white source, like a tri-land with a white source. Because then if I untap and draw an untapped land, I can activate Golos. Okay. Probably take Ultimatum. Question here is, do they have a counter? They probably have a counter. I think we do Uro here, because I can escape it the following turn. This could be Nisa. It's fine. Let's do this. Okay, they had the neutralize. Can escape Uro next turn. So this Nisa. So this is where the deck might struggle when we're running into a counterspell based deck. And this is likely Nisa plus counter backup. We'll say their hand was quite good. Double Thoughtseize into eliminate neutralize. They were able to pick us off of a Lotus Cobra and an Ultimatum. They likely still have a counter in hand, so I think we try to bait him out with an Uro. We have 10 cards in the graveyard, so we're pretty close to escaping again. And at this point, it's pretty unlikely they tap out. Do I just YOLO? Just play around Mystical Dispute if they have it. Okay, it resolves. If I do this, that's 5, 6 mana. Still not enough. Okay, Heartless Act. It's 5 cards. I think we just got to try to hold this ultimatum. Likely don't win otherwise. They have something. Okay. That opponent's hand was freaking gas. Scavenging Ooze, Krasis. Gargaroth's pretty bad, to be honest. I don't really have stuff for this matchup. Like, I'm not really built to beat Sultai, and that might be something we need to recalibrate. Trim some Cobras. Because even in this matchup, Mystical Dispute only goes so far. I don't want to play hard counters. I could play negates. Maybe we find space in the sideboard for negates. No green source. Sounds very slow, but I think we have to keep it. Playing against a Thoughtseize deck. We also don't have white mana. I think this one's a loss. Might want to recalibrate after this. Play some negates. Yeah, Explorer's nice. I don't really want to fetch for a white source, because then it's one turn less with Genesis Ultimatum. Okay, so with Uro, I still think we play Omnath. It's a 4/4 they have to answer. Of course, draw the white source. Okay, so they let me play out that. So let's do this. Do this. So I get Kenrith, which is actually pretty nice. So I put this into play, I get 5 mana, so I don't actually need that, I just need the red. So they have something. Okay, neutralize. So of note, because we have to fetch for planes, I don't have Genesis Ultimatum open this turn. Uro. Alright. 2 cards to escape. We're at 3. Eugene's not bad, so let's gain our life. Not being able to play. Hey Denvers, thanks for the follow. Appreciate the support. Yeah, usually on the weekends I'll stream a couple days on the weekend. Red, red, blue, blue, green, green. Can also Ugin. Could be Mystical Dispute, so let's try Ugin here. I think we take them off the land. Because they can Ugin of their own next turn. No, let's take them off Nisa. Because that play suggests that they likely have a Mystical Dispute. Sick. Okay, got him there. Play through the counters that game. I think we run it back. Do we play Gargaroth? Just for like card advantage? Just play the Cobra. Nah, I think we just play it like this. Cobra, like outside of turn 2, I don't think I want a copy. Because even then, like, they're going to be playing Heartless Axe. They likely will be playing Eliminates. The one thing is in this game, they can get ahead on the counter spells. Okay, this hand's a keep. Go Temple, Mountain, Explore. Do this, fetch a blue, and then fetch a green. I think we might want some number of negates in the sideboard though. I still think we go Explore here over the Lotus Cobra. Cobra is more likely to get removed. So it's pretty good because okay, so one sec. If I play Cobra, then I have two. Okay, so let's see this. I play Cobra. I play a land. Okay, so I think what we do, because they likely have counter spells up. Okay. That's fine. Because I want to try to sneak this down. Okay, they go Nisa. No blocks. So that's likely Mystical Dispute. So I can play around Dispute. So blue, red, white, green. Play Omnath. No attacks. Okay, they cycle. Bodes well, bodes well. No Ugin. No removal. Okay, also bodes well. Like, we definitely try to force Escape to the Wilds is good as well. Okay, we might be able to pop off here. Let's go blue here. Let's go green here. Escape to the Wilds. So blue mana. I need another green. Seems pretty good. Let's keep one of the new ones. This deck's stupid. Sure. Let's go. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. When you do X6, it doubles. Then I can escape an Uro back because they're going to lose their lands. So this is the upside of Cobra when it lives compared to Growth Spiral. It's also easier to cast. Here's my Uro. Blue. One, two. All right, let's just do Uro again. I can Ugin next turn. Yeah, you can do a hello opponent. You can have Extinction Event. I still have Uro. Omnath. Sick. So just like standard, this deck is equally broken into the top 1200 with it. So I wanted to demo this. This is something I've been working on. Some lists have come up on a couple of the different sites, MTG Melee, stuff like that. Sick. Another pack. The sideboard, like I said, I'm not 100% sold on it. We may want some number of counter spells. The cages might be a trap, because it kind of nullifies a lot of what we're doing. But it does shut off like some of the Cat Oven style decks and like Rakdos Pyromancer, but you can usually go over the top. So maybe we cut these cages for negates. I can see reason for that. Other than that, the deck's been like, I think I'm 8 or 9-0 with it right now. Let's see. We are 8-0 with it. And I've played a good mix of things too. So played the mirror as well. That matchup's kind of funny. It's just like whoever hits the ramp more consistent.